Kept you waiting, huh? What is up, you guys? Welcome to the collective. My name is Furman, and in this video we are going to be talking about what I've been playing for the last few weeks, or about a month you could say. But before we get into that, don't forget to like this video, share this video, and subscribe to my channel for more awesome content just like this. Right guys, so as you guys can probably assume by the title of the video or that sweet crispy lo-fi that's playing in the background, yes, that is right. It is safe to assume that what I have been playing is obviously Castlevania. Now, I have been obsessed with Castlevania since I was a little kid. The very first one that I got to play is obviously the very best one, in my opinion, or it used to be. I was a huge fan of this one for a while, but it was Super Castlevania 4. Now, I absolutely love that game and I think it is perfect. It is a little bit on the easier side though, so it's not as difficult as some of the other ones. So I can understand why people didn't like this one as much as some of the other entries. But for the most part, this game is absolutely solid. I mean, you can whip in like 8 different directions. All the same cool power-ups are back. And then on top of that, you know, you have that sweet, crispy 16-bit awesomeness. And the music is just so good. This game really took its time and decided it was going to be the best Castlevania ever released at the time. And honestly, it was. It was, in my opinion, it is just the perfect game. It's the perfect game to get this Halloween season started too. So yeah, I have been on top of that, but I haven't necessarily been playing that. About a year or two ago, I ended up buying the PlayStation 4 collection that is Castlevania Rondo of Blood and Symphony of the Night. Now you guys already know Symphony of the Night is highly regarded as one of the best, if not the best, Castlevania entry. I mean, it got the name Metroidvania coined. Like, that's literally where it came from, where it was Castlevania, but at the same time it had these sprawling maps where you could really just go anywhere you wanted to go and just discover whatever you want to discover. And it is just an awesome game. That one is also a little bit more on the easy side when it comes to most Castlevania games, but it's a good game. It is an awesome game, and it is just, I mean, the music is just so good. The visuals, Alucard is so cool. Like, he is just a swaggy beast. I mean, he really is. That little dash that you do going backwards is such a cool thing. I love doing it for no reason. I will literally traverse across levels just doing the backwards dash. And yeah, I ended up getting hurt a couple times, but that's beside the point. So yeah. Whew. This is a crazy tangent and I haven't even talked about what I wanted to talk about yet. Yeah, so I bought these games a while ago, about a year or two ago, and you know what? I just completely forgot about it. What? Up until now, or a month ago, and I decided, you know what? I've never beat Rondo of Blood, so I'm finally gonna do it. I played it and I just was not very impressed. I didn't really like it, but you know, clearly I was ignorant back then because this game is just god tier. I mean, it is such a good game. What was I thinking? And then, you know, I also want to beat Symphony of the Night, which I've never actually beaten too. I think I got pretty close, but that was like way back when. I mean, we used to have that game on the PS1. That was many moons ago though. So yeah, I started playing Rondo of Blood, you know, started it all over. And by golly, this game is hard. When I tell you guys this game is difficult, I am not lying to you. This game is difficult. Gonna cry? There would be times where I would literally just have to put the controller down. I'd have to turn my PS5 off, walk away, and try again the next day because of how hard this game was. It was absolutely insane. One of the things I absolutely loved about the game though was the fact that it was just gorgeous, which is insane to say because this is a PC engine game. Like, what? We didn't even get this game in the US. This was a Japan exclusive, and we didn't actually get the game until it came out on the PSP. And then by then they had remade it and it was 3D and the game was just disgusting. Do not play that game. It is horrible. It is the worst version of Rondo of Blood. Honestly, the Super Nintendo version, which is Castlevania Dracula X Chronicles, I think, that one's a better version than that game. It's that bad. So yeah, I've been playing that, and you know, I finally beat it. I beat it. It took me about 3 weeks to do it, and it was just a lot of wrestling, and I didn't even do everything that there is to do. I just beat the game. By the time I was done with the game, I had went through the gauntlet. Like, I was, my whipping skills were at an all-time high. And it's crazy because you go back, you know, I beat the game and I went back and started playing some of the earlier levels. Some of the levels, like I think it was the second stage where you're kind of on a bridge and you're entering the castle itself. And I died like 40 times in that one section alone. But then I went back to, you know, after beating the game, and it was so easy. It was insanely easy. Like, I was so confused. Why was I struggling with this so much? I couldn't understand it, but I mean, I'm telling you guys, I had mastered the whip. By the time I was done, I was a vampire killer master, literally. And then also on top of that, I had also there's like 2 sections in the game where you have to rescue a person. The first one is Maria, which I ended up missing that section. I don't know what happened, but I never found the key in that level, and so I just kind of skipped her. But you know, I'm glad I did, because I wanted to beat the game as Richter. I wanted it to be the hardest experience ever. And when you get Maria, I think that's her name, when you actually get her, she is, let's just say, she makes the game easy mode. She's got projectiles and she has a double jump. So like, I went in there and I beat Dracula, the final boss, and I did it in just one try with her. It was insane. So yeah, I just couldn't even believe it. But yeah, all in all, this game will go down as one of my favorites, and honestly, in my opinion, I think it's the best Castlevania ever made. This by no means is a review of it. I'd like to do a review. I'd like to really dive deep into this game because it has so much to offer, and it is exactly what I love in a Castlevania. It brought back the difficulty of the game, and it made it so awesome, and it made it to where you really just had to learn and master the stage and learn how to traverse through it, because if you didn't do that and you went in there all willy-nilly, you were gonna lose. And that's literally what happened to me a lot. Now I finally beat that game. I'm going to 100% it with Richter, and then yeah, I will be done with it. But then I also started Castlevania Symphony of the Night, and I have also been having a lot of fun with this game too, and it just brings back so much memories. I mean, the music is so good. It is nostalgia overload, and like I was saying, Alucard is such a cool character. I mean, it's Dracula spelled backwards. He is just awesome. So yeah, I have been lightly touching that. I'm only put in about like 5 or 10 hours into it, so I'm really not that far at all. Probably closer to 5 hours. I really haven't played it very much, but I have been having a lot of fun with it. The stages are amazing, the music is amazing, the gameplay is awesome. It is a little easier than Rondo of Blood, but it's a good game all in all. And then on top of that, I decided to go back and, you know, beat the original Castlevanias, because I bought the Castlevania collection a few years ago too, and I just never beat that. I actually have that and the Advanced Collection too, so I also plan on just going through and beating all of them. I'm not 100% sure if I want to beat like the Game Boy games, because they just look really bad, so I don't know. I'm kind of iffy on that, but who knows, maybe I might do it. Also, Kid Dracula looks a little bit funny, so I don't know how I feel about that, but whatever. Yeah, so I have actually done it. I have beat the first Castlevania, even though I have beat that one before. But, you know, I wanted to do it all in order. So I beat that one again. I beat Simon's Quest, which was a mess, and I don't ever want to play that game again. Oh my goodness. There is so much cryptic nonsense in it that it just drives me crazy. It is insane. But yeah, I finally beat that game, and then I went back and beat Castlevania 3 Dracula's Curse, which in my opinion is honestly like, I think it's like the best Nintendo game ever made. Out of all the games that came to the Nintendo, and I mean the NES, I think it is the most gorgeous game. I think it is the most polished game. Like, the game is just absolutely pretty. Like, they just added a lot of stuff to this game, and on top of that, the music is top tier too, which I was not expecting that. You know, the music for the first two games are pretty good, but they're like, you know, 8-bit sounding, so they're not really too good. But yeah, the third one is so cool. I didn't really get a chance to use like the side characters very much, just because I didn't really like them, and then I didn't understand the lady, her magic. So I ended up using Trevor Belmont, I think that's his name. So yeah, I beat that game, had a lot of fun with it, and I'm moving on to the next one. So yeah, that is literally what I have been playing for the last like month or so. And yeah, I don't know why this happens to me, but I just get addicted to a style of game out of nowhere, and then I just want to play it and keep playing it. And luckily, we have collections so that we can go back and play all of these awesome games. Yeah, who knows? Maybe I might go back and play the Contra series too, since we do have that new game coming out. And I think I should probably make a video about it, because I'm not very happy with what they're doing with it right now. But yeah, more on that at a later date. Alright guys, thank you guys so much for watching. I know it has been a while since I made a video. It's just because I've been super busy. But for the most part, you know, I love making videos. I love talking to you guys, and I love it when you guys comment, so don't forget to do that. Even though I don't make videos all the time, I do comment daily, so I try to comment back to any message that I get, unless it's something crazy. Don't be weird. Yeah, don't be weird. Alright guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, don't forget to like this video, share this video, and subscribe to my channel for more awesome content, because we are so close to hitting 2,000. We are getting closer. I think we're about 120 subscribers away, and we're gonna do it this year. I just know it. Alright guys, we will see you guys on the next video. Peace.